Alright. Jurassic World Evolution. Een spel dat ik al bijna een jaar op wachten. We gaan rap eens zien hoe ik effectief ook online ben. Deze keer dat ik stream op mijn computer. Licensed music uitzetten, anders gaat YouTube weer lastig doen. En dan ga ik ook een nieuwe save-file maken, speciaal voor deze stream. En ik ben van plan om er meer te doen dan deze al. Ga geen tweede save file doen of wat? Ja, gewoon de autosave graag. Oké.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should, because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab.
Alrighty.
We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding.
Wauw, grapjes. Oké, dus het eerste dat we moeten doen is een Hammond Creation Lab bouwen. En aangezien dat het tutorial is, moet dat hier. Normaal kun je kiezen waar dat je dat wil zetten in je enclosure.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid.
Dat wilde ik daar net eens al doen. Tutorial, dus
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
De Struthiomimus. Oké, ik ga die naam hier sowieso geen eer aan doen.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
Oké, dit is het eerste eiland. Er zijn er in totaal 5 of 6. Ik weet niet meer zeker. En één daarvan is een sandbox mode. En die speel ik vrij nadat dit eiland hier gedaan is. Het deel van de story mode tenminste gedaan is.
Life. It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique. And now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Iets dat je best is opbouwt in je park. Dus,
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
Oké, wat ik dus daarnet wou zeggen, is dat je best ook eten plaatst voor de dinosaurussen. Maar nu kan ik dat nog niet doen. Je kunt dus kiezen uit 3 verschillende soorten contracten: Science, Entertainment en Security. Met elk hun eigen doelstelling. En als je te veel naar één richting leunt, om het zo te zeggen, dan gaan de andere 2 niet zo content zijn. En kan het gebeuren zelfs dat ze je gewoon beginnen saboteren. Eigenlijk een schreeuw om aandacht. Wij zouden gaan beginnen met de science.
Ah, Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Oké, dus wat we moeten doen is een expedition center bouwen en dan gebruiken om fossielen op te graven en zo DNA van dinosaurussen eruit te kunnen halen.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park.
Die cirkels, dat wil zeggen dat er hier stroom voorzien is, hier ook. Dus om zo min mogelijk kosten te hebben tot nu toe, zijn het best uit die een van deze zones plaatst. Ik ga dat hier doen.
So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Waar is onze dino?
People think money makes the world go round, but they're wrong. Contracts make the world go round, my friend. Obligations and commitments. Complete a contract and your rep with the science division will increase. Meaning you'll be able to take on more complex and challenging missions.
Dus hier kunnen we in het Fossil Center DNA
The
extracten.
Fossil Center lets you extract DNA from fossils and amber in order to create new dinosaur genomes. Exciting!
Vanaf 50% kunt je dus een dinosaurus maken. En dan kunt je van deze fossielen of amber met de gekende mug erin. En af en toe zit er ook nog iets extra in dat je niet kunt gebruiken, maar dat kan je het wel gewoon.
I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us. And to me.
Oké, dus voor haar kunnen we nu een Triceratops maken in feite. En dan gaat hij ons er wel een miljoentje extra voor geven. Dat is altijd handig. Dus we gaan dat accepteren. Je kunt dat ook weigeren, maar ik ga dat nu niet doen.
I knew you were my kind of person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started.
Oké, we zitten dus al aan 44%. Dus
Together, we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
en ik schrik om nog iets te zeggen, want iedere keer als ik mijn mond open, dan begin die ook te hobbelen. Oké. Dan wil ik even allemaal in de wachtrij zetten. De eerste stop is er. Misschien moet ik veel wat eten zetten. Ja, zitten ze hier? Ja. Ja, bij de gasten kunnen de viewing galleries zetten. Als je de beste uit die zet, dan die een feeder kunnen zien. Dus we gaan die hier. Ja. Gewoon zetten. Zet ze eerst.
An expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
expedition centers daarvoor nodig hebt, maar eentje. En iedere site die heeft ook andere fossielen plaatsen, dus goed opletten als je een bepaalde dinosaurus nodig hebt, dat je niet naar de verkeerde site gaat. Dan zijn er niet van mij. Toch niet voor die missie.
Good! Your first expedition team is out.
Ja, dan ziet
They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction. Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
Ah, er is eentje mislukt. Dus het komt er eigenlijk op neer dat als je niet te veel 100%...
One of your dinosaurs has failed to incubate. I never said bringing back dinosaurs was gonna be easy.
Dat wel ook. En dan opnieuw proberen. Nu, met zo'n goedkope dinosaurus gaat dat nog goed, maar het is nog niet zo heel erg. En als je de duurdere, meer exotische dinosauriërs wil maken, dan gaat dit heel veel geld kosten. Dus dat blijft een stuk. $3000 per minuut aan winst. Dat is goed. Kan beter. Oh, dat is goed.
A Struthiomimus. Interesting. Another dinosaur that furthers the case of a direct linkage to our modern birds.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
Om dan deze missie te doen slagen. En ik ook nog het park. Het Japans.
Добро пожаловать в мир юрского туалета. Желаем вам приятного и безопасного отдыха. Jurassic World へようこそ。安全で楽しい時間をお過ごしください。Willkommen in Jurassic World. Wir wünschen eine sicheren und angenehmen Aufenthalt.
We are making great strides so far. I believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at least in part, for where I find myself. Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts will have been worth it.
Bienvenidos a Jurassic World. Esperamos que tengan una estancia segura y agradable.
Je kunt ook de genome gaan aanpassen, maar daar kan ik nu nog niet veel in doen buiten een andere kleur kan geven. Maar dat zorgt er ook voor dat je dinosaurussen minder gemakkelijk gaan overleven. Ze worden dan eigenlijk zwakker omdat je er eigenlijk aanpast. Dus we standaard triceratops gaan. is een blazeeter, die steekt me best apart. Anders gaat die van de rest van ons beestjes ook mee. Dat zou niet zo goed zijn voor transportmannen natuurlijk.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
Oké, dus gewoon een dinosaurus maken, dus snel accepten. Normaal gezien in orde zijn, omdat de Triceratops hier ook overuit is. Waar is onze twee? Ja, in het begin is het vooral wachten tot het alles wat klaar is. Het is een hoofdzakelijk tutorial hier.
Just heard from the client and they are happy, which means we are too. Way to go, man.
Oké. Dus we gaan naar buiten laten komen.
Our new specimens, sorry, dinosaurs, are meeting expectations, but we want them to thrive. That's your next assignment. Making sure our specimens are properly cared for. In other words, dinosaur welfare.
The difference with dinosaurs is that they have no point of reference to understand humans, so don't expect much in the way of thank yous.
I've been monitoring what you've been up to with great interest, and I'm a little disappointed that Dr. Dua came to you for this assignment instead of bringing me into the loop as she should have done. I'll discuss this with her later.
Ranger station. Dus Triceratops is expeditie opstaan. research or parasite.
The research center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
Okay. Voilà, dat is onderweg. Juist. Zoekers.
Miss confirmed.
Aha, daar. Oké, $5000 voor gewoon een foto te pakken.
Did you get it? Feeder restock. Control retaken.
Alright, first. Extract. Is de dag van 70% halen of niet? Het is nog weer wat research doen. Cosmetics. Oh. Dat is iets voor veel later in het spel. Immune response. Ja, dat komt hier nu weer zien. 70, juist. moesten een keer zien voor een extra contract. Oh, hier mee.
Business is good, but
Oh,
it can always
had dat
be
beter
better.
bij huis gedaan.
Consider this contract.
Ah, oké.
Storm has hit.
Oh. Want verlies als je dezelfde dinosaurussen opvoedt. Oké, dat is goed te weten.
I think I see what you're going for.
No, no dinosaur found. Okay.
Seems the storm is over. Conditions calming.
Die wat, ja. Krijg ik weer zo'n helft van de is. Ah, ja. Eerst eens verkopen en dan kan ik ja.
Something's come up that could be interesting and profitable. If Dr. Malcolm is to be believed, then all of this, our reality, is just seemingly random chaos hiding some deeper truth. A numbers game. Like our dinosaur count. Numbers.
Twee in een keer doen. Daar gaat de jeep. we gaan een keer kijken voor onze gasten iets te laten doen. Of koken tenminste. Eten en drinken.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you hungry or thirsty? Visit our new fast food restaurant.
Kijk op de prijs. Diamonds. Diamond. Beetje overpriced. Echt veel installers. Echt. Het gaat om. Ja. Dus, kennen we al eens opgeslaan. Dus. Ja, we zitten mensen. Voordat we daarop kunnen gaan. Dus,
You made that look easier than it was.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where.
die ook gegaan.
The T-Rex thinks these are delicious. And who's to argue?
Oh my gosh, you got a sick dinosaur on your hands. It's time to treat it. Or what comes next, that's gonna be on your hands as well.
That's a hit.
Oh, hallo.
You need to medicate that animal if you are to save it.
Oh, ja, toch.
Medication administered.
Die foto. Dat is maar 1000.
Feeder resupplied.
Dat is van een dino dat ik al had, ja. Geven ze meer uit. Shit.
This might not be great art, but I like it.
$70. Okay.
Good work.
Thanks for helping create entertainment.
I've done it. We are on the path to a pure strain dinosaur. This will definitely shift the paradigm. I can't ignore this accomplishment. With your help, obviously. That goes without saying. But under my direction. I think we make a good team. Let's do this again. I'll let you know when.
I've witnessed Dr. Dua flail and fail before. Now with you, she believes she is on her way. Does she really think she can accomplish what I have not?
Hey, it's Isaac. How you doing? I got some cool stuff you need to be a part of, so I'm putting it out there. Come on and help the winning team. Mine.
Ceratosaurus.
Alright, look, I am all about the show, and with these dinosaurs, we have one unlike any other on the planet. Theme parks rely on drawing people in, and what is more attractive than new dinosaurs? Well, me, of course. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is, let's get some fresh dinos in the hopper.
It looks like you've run out of power. That's not good. Build more power stations or increase your output.
Nu echt geen stroom meer nog? Bezoekerscirkel. Geen wel zakken. Een feeder te zakken. Live baits natuurlijk.
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. They're raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Extra fossiel nodig.
An opportunity has presented itself.
Ah ja, ik kon ook mijn power station upgraden in plaats van een nieuw bouwen. Dat is wat.
So you've got dinosaurs your guests want to get up close and personal with? The thing is, they can't. Construct facilities to increase visibility and keep visitors the right side of the safety glass.
Ah, die gaat. Die rond. Hier een beetje aantrekkelijker. Misschien wat water. Bos. Even. Upgrade van mijn power station.
I don't know what's worse, treating these creatures like grist for the mill or propping them up as curiosities.
wij nog gewoon het water opspringen. De schapen nog eens. Is dat schaap dood is? Totaal geen idee wat dat is. Oh wel. Maakt niet uit. Het is hier wel iemand te kijken. Ah, 2 mensen. Maar er is nog geen dino. Score.
Happy guests is what we strive to maintain here on the islands. We do that by making sure their needs are met. In a way, it's kind of like taking care of the dinos, just with more demands and less understanding. Am I right?
af wat er gebeurt als we hem deze een speelvriendje geven. Waar is dat? Ah, daar. Oké. Wat een gebouw.
Things are looking good around here, huh? I love what you're doing with the place.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I like what I'm seeing. Let's keep it up. Satisfaction is what we aim to give our guests. Make them appreciate the little things. And the big things with the teeth and glassy eyes that could swallow them whole.
T-shirts verkopen. Ah, 15 euro. Drakenruks.
Hey, way to go! We've got our park running at maximum happiness, and our guest numbers are up as a result. That's what makes the entertainment division the envy of the rest. We get the results, am I right?
When the parks are running well, our scientific research improves. Of course, I'd never tell this to Isaac directly.
Heard it?
I was going to add that...
No? No. No. Too late. Heard it. Later, Doc.
Ugh.
Okay.
There is a new job available, and I know just the person to do it.
Geen zin. Wie of wat is een... Oké, dus niet... Ah, sample meters.
That was some amazing work. You have my thanks.
Amazing.
No matter what anyone else says, science is what makes or breaks us. Admittedly, sometimes both. But on Isla Matanceros, you are making us and yourself look good. And that's worth a reward.
carnivore, I see. This time, a ceratosaurus. There are distinctive spines that run down its back, and a bladed horn on its head. Just what you don't want to run into when you're out there alone. Or in a group.
Resupply finished.
Oh, 15 dus.
You have a real eye for composition.
misschien een tweede feeder zetten. Constructed. Misschien hier ook gewoon frames. Disease. Ah.
Confirmed.
Wat de computer met jou laten doen. We gaan een keer security doen. Dat is al 3.
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Verhoog ik die rating. Dat is de details, wel niet echt. Aha.
We can always solve a few more problems. So make sure to review this contract.
We need to keep looking for other dinosaurs we may be able to domesticate. Well, more accurately, put on the road to domestication. The way we'll be able to control them is by letting them control themselves, their natural hierarchy. That means we need more samples. This expedition can help.
Gaan wij alleen nog op die rating verhogen?
The Dragon King, the Dracorex. Sounds so intimidating, but it's just a plant eater. However, just in case they do rule the Earth again, don't tell them I said that.
Ancient mountain.
I wasn't entirely sure about this one, but you proved me wrong. Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested. Glad to have you on board. As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
I'm gonna need you to extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on. Okay, next you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
Park is nearing guest capacity. Hey! Now build a hotel so even more can stay. The more guests in the park, the more money in the bank, right?
We are pleased to welcome and admire.
Reload speed just not waar gaan we het zetten? Hè?
Right. This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because, frankly, it is. But we are gonna encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
Nou, water hier wegdoen. Dan hier zetten. Fence broken.
Repair crew reporting in.
The ACU, or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your
You'll need to call in the offshore transport team to safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
Ah.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
I'm Claire Deering, and I've been on these islands before. On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs.
Commencing asset transit.
Take this contract. It's a good one for both of us.
Heeft troep. Alleen al.
That is a textbook example of doing it right.
Delivery complete.
And that's the job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
Aha! Isla Muerta. Nice.
Yes, Site C, more commonly known as Isla Muerta. A newly developed island. The name, roughly translated, and I do mean roughly, the island of the dead. Fitting. Humorous, even.
Oké, dus op het tweede eiland zijn er tropische stormen, waardoor er dus shelters moet bouwen. Meer parkcrisissen en meer ziektes. Nu kan ik kiezen om te blijven of om naar daar te gaan. Ik denk dat ik gewoon de stream hier ga stoppen. Dat lijkt mij het einde van dit eiland, zo te zeggen. Dan kunnen we de volgende keer hier gewoon verder doen. Dus tot de volgende keer. En als je deze video leuk vond, subscribe misschien ook al